Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be taking a look at a rather newish LEGO Marvel set that's going to be the last of the mech sets for this year, set number 76219, the LEGO Spider-Man and Green Goblin Mech Battle. This set retails for $19.99 USD or $20. This set has 296 pieces, technically has one exclusive minifigure, although I would not call the Green Goblin exclusive, and of course, a very basic Spider-Man variant. With that being said, let's take a look at those minifigures first and bounce back to the actual monster mechs. Here's the exclusive minifigure included in the set. It's the Green Goblin. This minifigure is only exclusive because they took away the leg printing they gave this figure the last time he was issued in the Daily Bugle and the Spider-Lair set. So it's like, all right, exclusive minifigure, yay. It's a crappier version of a better figure. Like, okay, come on, LEGO. No arm or leg printing, which is like awful. They didn't even give him any accessories, no stud shooter, no blaster, no satchel, no glider. Like, come on now, LEGO. Come on. The torso print is really good. He's got a nice little brown satchel and rope bands across his belt and everything. Some cool armor and some nice ripped purple clothes. That design continues onto the back, and he's got a really nice dual molded ear hat combo. Really great, crazy goblin face on this side, and the other side has an even more angry, upset face. But it's like, I already have two better versions of this minifigure. Why do I want a crappier one? It's like, if you're going to just reuse a figure, go all out and give him leg printing. Like, you're still making the Daily Bugle, you're still printing the legs. Why would you take them away? Come on, LEGO, you can do better. This is just lazy. Speaking of lazy, here's the 79th iteration of this Spider-Man figure. I loved it when it first came out, and I'm really feeling the fatigue here because he comes in every single set. No leg printing, no dual molded legs, so it's a downgrade from previous iterations, like I've said before. He does have some nice arm printing, which is some cool webbing, but there's no stud shooters, the web shooters printed. None of that. Why would we need that? No bracelets or anything. Cool Spider logo on the back there, some nice webbing on the back of his head. Cool eye print and the nice spider logo with some ab designs. But again, why? I already have like 70 of this figure. I did not need another one. And they didn't even include any web pieces in this set, so there's no accessories. So it's like, Spider-Man with no webs. LEGO, how lazy can you be? Green Goblin is the real interesting one here, so that's what we're going to take a look at first. Now, this one is probably one of my favorite mechs LEGO has done in recent years, just because it's super unique in the purple style, and we haven't gotten anything from Green Goblin before. That being said, again, the fact that the minifigure isn't exclusive is kind of awful. The purple piece can be pulled down, you can yank Green Goblin out. There's one of those LEGO Friends attachment pieces to lock him in there, nothing too special. It's pretty much the exact same for every mech. I really do love the purple designs, and this centerpiece is a print, not a sticker, which is really nice. Love that eye design. It's a really good Goblin style. The only other special features about this mech that separate it from other ones are this cool little tail piece in the back. Now, technically, I think this is supposed to be the Green Goblin's hat, like the trail from that. When you put him in there and you lock him in, the way his hat works, it kind of lines up with that. And so if you see, it looks like it continues. It's a bit iffy. I'm not a huge fan of that, but it is what it is, I guess. On the shoulders, the Green Goblin is equipped with two different stud shooters. These are his pumpkin bombs. You just click that and you launch it. Unfortunately, there's no printing on them. There are 4 of them included, and they're just plain orange discs. I really wish we'd gotten some type of printing for them. I think that would have made this set so much better, but alas, you can't have everything. I guess what makes this set a monster mech are the giant claws attached to the ends of his hands. They're pretty cool. You only get 3 fingers as opposed to the normal 4 that these mechs have. And it is what it is. I mean, they look really great, and they're really good for gripping things. We're going to use Goblin there, and there's a solid hold there. So you can hold pretty much MJ if you want, or any other figure. I do like the way this shoes here, they curve outward to kind of get the Goblin-esque kind of shoes from the comics. Aside from that, though, the mech's really basic. There's not too much here. There's full posability in all the joints I really like. This is one of the newer style mechs, so you cannot rotate the hips, and the feet are slightly off-center, which is awful. There's no other stickers included in this set, though. It's just that one print, so relatively plain. There's nothing else to say about it. It's a very simple mech, so it's nice to have it, but I would have maybe preferred something a little spicy to kind of make this more desirable. The Spider-Man mech included in this set is simultaneously one of the greater and one of the worst Spider-Man mechs we've seen. Now, I am hugely fatigued of this, and I think the fact that Spider-Man was included here is awful. This is the perfect opportunity to include maybe Gwen or Spider-Man Noir or Spider-Ham or literally any other Spider-Man figure from the Spider-Verse, this is the third time you're getting a Spider-Man mech in this design, and that's frankly unacceptable. There are so many other characters who we should be getting, and this also isn't even the first time we're getting this specific Spider-Man minifigure in a mech set, which is awful. Now, he clips in just like all the other mechs do. Really, really simple, just slides them in there. There are no stickers included in this set. There's just the one print on the center, and it's got kind of like an eye design. It's kind of funky. I guess that's why it's supposed to be a monster. And the part of the set I don't like are the arms. There's no articulation in the forearms, so you got two fingers, which are made of like ice skates and little cheese slope pieces, and there's no articulation here. So you're just stuck with these like giant clubs, and they look really, really weird. I'm not a big fan. I hate the fact that you can't really articulate or pose it. There's some pretty nice like spider leg spikes that you can articulate up and down if you want, twist them from side to side. I guess that's really cool, and it kind of adds to the monster design and feel. There's no stickers on these shoulder pieces, which this is the first time you'll ever hear me say this. I think that's a missed opportunity. I definitely would have preferred stickers, and well, that felt weird to say. I do like the spiky toes with the teeth pieces. That kind of adds to the monster design, like I said before. The back's really plain. There's nothing there. Some really nice black spikes here. Aside from that, though, very simple, very plain mech design. Nothing too special. It doesn't really stand out aside from the shoulders from the other Spider-Man ones we got, and that's my biggest problem with it. If you're going to do another Spider-Man mech, make it different. Like with the new Iron Man mechs from this line, it was a complete redesign, different colors, different everything. This one just feels like a rehash of the Spider-Man mech that had the silver spikes on the top and bottom from 2021. Or 2020, excuse me, not 2021. So it's like, okay, well, that exists. So what purpose does this one serve? The answer is there isn't one, and LEGO really should have done a different minifigure here. Aside from that, though, it is a decent entry into the mech line. I'm just feeling the Spider-Man fatigue, and that's really all I'm going to say on the matter. The box art for this set looks almost identical to the Spider-Man v Doc Ock set, which honestly makes a lot of sense. We have Green Goblin and Spider-Man facing off on the side of a building. They're kind of like gripping onto it. It's a very interesting angle, but still pretty cool. We got the Infinity Saga comic paneling along the side, which is really nice. A huge picture of Spider-Man, no picture of Green Goblin on the front. The top uses Spider-Man as the actual size, and on the back of the set, it advertises the play feature of Goblin's pumpkin bomb shooters, and then shows the Spider-Mech taking down the Goblin one with Spider-Man arresting Goblin. Not sure why Goblin's on the ground there. I mean, there's no webs or anything because there are none included in the set, but it is what it is. And then we have the actual, like, picture of Spider-Man right there. Very simple box art. Literally does nothing except just show the mechs. There's not even, like, a cool scenery or anything. Definitely seen better Marvel boxes. I've also seen worse ones. It's just kind of par for the course, for being honest. There are two instruction manuals included in this set, one for each of the mechs. The first one is just for the Spider-Man set. There's no advertisements. It literally doesn't even have a back page, which is pretty interesting. The other one is for Green Goblin, ends with the pirate. There's the parts list there, and then an advertisement for the other three mechs from earlier this year, and that's it. And there is a progress bar and the spiky stuff. It's, you know, par for the course of 2022. Green Goblin's in this one, Spider-Man's in this one. Nothing too special. It's literally exactly what you'd expect. Overall, I would not recommend getting this Marvel set at all. If you're a big fan of the mechs, or you don't have a Green Goblin minifigure, sure, it's worth it because, I mean, like me, I want to collect all of the mechs, so I had to buy it. And if there's a young child out there who doesn't have a Green Goblin, this is a really good set for you. But aside from that, it's a 5 out of 10. The 5 being, no, I'm going to say 4 out of 10. The 4 being for the Green Goblin mech because it is really good, and I love getting mechs for characters we don't have mechs for. Which is why it's a 4, because the Spider-Man, half the set, I think is pointless. And then the Green Goblin, I knocked a point off because the minifigure's not exclusive, and there are no stickers or anything. It's very, very plain. It's like, I like to evaluate LEGO sets based on why do they exist. And I cannot, for the life of me, think of any reason why the set should exist. No one wanted a new Green Goblin minifigure, a crappier version of a Green Goblin that's already appeared in 2 sets. No one wanted another Spider-Man mech, which we've already had like 3 perfectly good $10 versions. And it's like, okay, why? I'm just kind of feeling the fatigue here, and I think LEGO's milked this way too much, and there's really no point for it. Don't get this set. Hopefully, if we don't buy it, it'll show that LEGO really shouldn't be making these, and hopefully we get better mechs next year, because this line is not stopping anytime soon, unfortunately. That's really all I got to say for it. Make sure to leave your thoughts about this set in the comment section down below. Do you dislike it as much as I did? Do you think I was a little too harsh? I'm just like feeling the Spider-Man fatigue and not all for it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a fantastic and safe rest of your day. I'll catch you all in the very next video.